How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Shift 2 Unleash. And my plan for today is doing a bigger variety of events, I guess. Basically doing an event of one type and then an event of another type. I think that's the idea. I could start with the radical thingy. That, well, in Mount Panorama, it's the race that I couldn't finish yesterday because I lost one of my tires. So yeah, that will be ideal. This one. Oh yeah, I have to change to the radical. So there you go. Oh yeah, I basically just crashed against the wall and lost a tire. So yeah, not much you can do there. Yeah, it is what it is. Though I'm not sure if it's gonna happen again or not, because when it happened I really didn't I don't think I was distracted. I think it just happened because it had to happen. It's one of those things that felt like happening. Mount Panorama is a hard track, so if anything, it's what you would expect to happen, you know. There is no surprise, but it was still pretty dumb. So, more importantly, will I be able to get the first place? Well, I didn't really struggle yesterday when using the radical to win, well, the two races that I played, basically. And the third one, which is this one, I guess, I was also winning by quite a bit before I ended up, well, crashing and losing my tire and effectively disqualifying myself from the track, well, the race. It seems that I'm getting closer now. Ah, shit. Damn it, dude. You use the brakes a little bit too much, but I'm fine. He's probably not fine though. But not my problem. No, my problem is the guy in front. Roy Chong. I've seen that name a lot. Or maybe he's just in this category and I just have a recency bias. I feel like I've seen that name several times now. Well, Mr. Roy, you better watch out. That's a Nissan Seed, isn't it? I think. Kinda looks like it. So basically this guy just fully customized a Nissan Seed, because, I mean, that's the point of this category. The point is that you grab a normal car and turn it into a super competitive one. But in my case I just purchased a radical that for some reason also counts as, you know, as something for this category. And I'm not the only one using it, so it's not like it's player privilege. The CPU also has a radical, so I'm not really sure why, but I'll take it. Getting closer now. I gotta be careful not to overtake in a bad spot. Ah, fuck. Didn't even try to overtake. Well, this is now a problem, because if there is one thing that seems pretty obvious, is that his car is faster in straights, at least, so there's gonna be a very big disadvantage now and then, well, will be another lap to try to overtake. The problem is that the second one was very unsuccessful. But hopefully this one is successful then. I am already getting close to him, but I mean, overtaking in itself is the issue, not getting close. Oh, I got the best line bonus, that's cool. Alright, so I'm gonna overtake here. Like, no matter what, it has to be here. Because if I wait on like the set of corners that comes afterwards, I'm not gonna overtake. That being said, I couldn't. It's weird how the AI sometimes breaks well and some other times breaks so badly, and this time he used the brakes properly. Alright. It is the final lap, there's no more fooling around. Nice. Very good battle, but we cannot do parallel here. No, not a good idea at all. Is it? I think it happened in the exact same place, dude. I cannot believe that. Fuck.
This is a tough track, but you can handle it. Come on, focus.
You know, shit, it's a tough track. Ah, that's a shame. Like, it happened in the exact same spot. It's the reason why I wanted to overtake earlier, but I could not. I legitimately could not. Ah, that sucks. I guess this race is cursed. It's usually, well, this time at least the Nissan C is not gonna be on the front, and overtaking the Radical is not hard. Yeah, I still don't understand how this race is taking me more than one attempt to win, considering that every other one is not an issue, but this one is an issue. I guess maybe the biggest difference here is that that guy that normally is not ahead was ahead. I don't know. But as I say, judging by the name, I'm pretty sure he is normally ahead. I mean, I can't believe I crashed on the same spot, and if I'm not mistaken, it might have also been the same spot that I lost my tire, but I don't really remember that, maybe not. Okay, pretty wild. Oh, that's... How did that happen? Now you're just making up accidents to not win, you know? You normally don't do that. Well, the only problem by using the restart is that I kinda miss the best line bonus. Because when you restart, anything that you earn is immediately forgotten. So yeah. But then again, finishing the race, I think, wouldn't have made much sense. But I think in this game, like, if your idea is simply completing the event, you do that simply by getting into the podium, so that was the objective. But I want to win. I don't see any reason to just be happy with the podium. I want to win, of course. Who wouldn't? It's win or nothing. And to think that in the previous attempt I couldn't even get on the lead once. That's how bad it was. It was pretty bad. I guess we can forget all the best line for this one. I'm pretty sure this track will appear at some point later anyways. After all, so far I think it only, like, this is the second time it appears, so has a lot of time to keep appearing. Actually, it will be interesting to see how the cockpit view of this car will be, because differently from most of the other ones here, you are not really inside of anything, like there is no roof. It will probably feel like you're in the track itself. But I don't think it's a good idea to try that in a track like this. That just feels like a big mistake. Not to mention this, that already the third attempt I have on this race, and I don't want to attempt it another time. Well, I could switch during the straight at least. It's okay, I didn't lose a tire, but then even switching camera completely threw me off. The issue here is that it's a little bit weird to look at the front and see that one of the tires, well, rather one of the places that has the tire right below it, like it's not centered, right? Or rather, it's hard to explain, but basically I don't think I can get used to driving on the right side. I mean, not like the left side will be centered, but it's like being on the right side throws me off more than it normally would. But hey, at least I got that. Let's go for another drift, because yes, I said it's gonna be different ones. Oh, this one 5 events. Okay. Here I could change to the BMW, the one that I use for the retro thingy. Might as well. I'm not sure how well it will drift, but it should be fine, right? I mean, I think that every car is fine when it comes to drifting, but might as well test this one. How many laps? 4, okay. Yeah, you can. It already is drifting just as it's starting. It's that, as I say before, I'm not very good at drifting in ovals. Like the sole concept of drifting in ovals seems a little bit foreign to me, and that was a horrible first lap. You need to do better than that. That ain't gonna cut it. But maybe, I don't know if it's the oval itself or if it's this car that doesn't seem like it wants to drift. No, I think it's because it's the oval. Like when you get close to the inner side, it's like the car automatically gets... Okay, using the handbrake doesn't seem like the best idea though. Seems a little bit exaggerated. It's like it doesn't really stay drifting. Okay, don't pop your tires, please. Doing 100 should be fine though. I mean, less than 100, it's like what, 85 or something? Ouch. Well, now it's only 12 to win. Yeah, the drifting here is super awkward. And I beat the additional drift score as well. Alright, I'll take that. It basically was an unfortunate test because it's a very specific track, but it should be fine on a more normal track, I guess. Though, I guess here the issue is that these are normal tracks instead of the specialized drift tracks, so usually you don't want to take the corners by drifting here. It's not like the corners are not very well prepared for that. But it's fine. Not fine if you go off track. If, for example, very slow corners like this, you really don't want to drift them. It's a horrible idea. It also seems that zigzagging on a straight is not a very good strategy to get points. So you can already see here that the first place doesn't even have that many points. It's 415. That's basically like 100, around 140 per lap. It's not too much. That being said, that's not enough. 125 per lap is not enough. Oh, that's off track. Oh, damn, I almost completely flipped my car. Okay, that one wasn't bad, I guess, but yeah, I need to do better than this. Yeah, something like that is a little bit better indeed. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, come on. We can pull it off. I'm surprised that that counted even though I pretty much went off track. Okay, got it. And since there's always an additional objective, I feel like that additional objective is the real first place. I'm not gonna try hard for it regardless, but it really feels like the first place here is a participation trophy for the real first place. I wouldn't be surprised if that additional score was the original first place and then the testers were like, nah, this is too hard. Put it lower and just put that as an additional one. Or maybe not, and I'm just making that up. It's very possible. Also, pretty similar layout on these two, huh? But yeah, since these are real tracks, the drift objective is quite low. It's not what you normally will do. Yeah. Well, though in this one it's 2 laps, not 3. So that means 225, well, a little bit more than that, in order to get the first place. That's bad. Hairpins are like the worst corners to drift. You're not gonna get much from that at all. No, that didn't work. Well, yeah, this will be enough, but I need to do the second lap a lot better than the first. Well, not a lot better, a little better than the first one, and it should be enough. Well, at least this time I could do the hairpin properly. Also, how is it going? Drain of them. Already greeting in Dutch. Come on, you know that I can tell when someone doesn't write in English, right? Simply because there is a little icon on the side that tells me that the message was translated, so you cannot sneak. It ain't gonna work. But a good try. And can you believe that I was not able to find a way to disable it? Because according to YouTube, there is an option, like it says settings, and there is something that says disable automatic translation. Well, I did not find it. Like, there is not such an option. So yeah, unfortunately, I still have that. Whew, this is a hard track, dude. This is a hard track just to drive on it, but to drift, it's gonna be a disaster. Well, you can see by how low the top score is, 227. It makes sense. Yeah, this track is a disaster no matter what. I don't know why someone having the full-length Willow Springs will subject themselves to this shitty-ass variant, but I guess they have to justify the variant existing. That didn't get a single point from that. Though of course the full-length variant of Willow Springs is not particularly good for drifting, of course. It's mostly straight. That ain't gonna count. I wonder if there is a penalty for cutting the corner here. Because, I mean, what benefit will you even get from cutting the corner in a drift challenge? Obviously nothing, but I don't know, maybe there is a little difference. Nah, there wouldn't be any difference. Because, I mean, if it counted when you are off track, but it doesn't, you know? Like when you're off track, it's like you did not drift, so it doesn't make any difference. So I doubt that you will get penalized for cutting the track. Yeah, at least it seems that this BMW works well. It gets the job done properly. Also, wait, I just realized something. So you also have ABS enabled here. But I'm assuming not the traction control, right? I guess that will be counterproductive. Huh, I didn't know that you had it enabled. Interesting. Okay. One more in Tokyo. Oh, not this fucking truck. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's probably gonna be pretty permissive. It's fine. Don't worry about it. No need to panic. But I don't appreciate the fact that it's nighttime though. It's okay. I also don't know why the guy that normally talks to you doesn't talk to you here. Ouch. Especially because, if I'm not mistaken, drift is supposed to be his specialty, right? So, yeah, it seems a little bit weird that he wouldn't say anything to you, like, yeah, just do your thing, bro. Or maybe it's because he trained you that he doesn't want to say anything to you. That's also possible. Okay. There's 2 laps, so I mean, if I can repeat that lap, it should be fine, but it's gonna come very close. Ah, that was bad. Not getting too many points from that. Thankfully, yeah, that final corner is... it just gives you a shit ton of score. Well, I didn't get the additional score thing, but who cares? Don't even remember what the score was. Let me check. It was 523. Well, I almost got it. But who cares? So that's that for drift. So let's go to retro. I guess I could probably use the same car. Nürburgring. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Is it gonna be all the? Okay, all the Nürburgring GP variants, that's cool at least. What I could try, I know that this is probably a mistake, but I'm very curious. I want to try putting the handling mode on Elite and see what happens. Might be a mistake. Also wanna double check it, hardest is still the hardest difficulty, so let's see with every single aid turn off what happens. Like, I'm probably gonna roll it back later, but I just want to see it. I want to see what's gonna happen. Since yesterday the races that I did with this car were very free. Well, now let's make them not free and see how it goes. I'm not sure what might or might not happen. The lack of ABS will clearly be the biggest issue. The lack of ABS is very hard to deal with, but we will see. I mean, with this car, probably it won't be that bad because it's a slow car, but at least I survived the first corner. Without ABS, it basically means that you cannot really steer while you're braking. Though if you ration your braking, I guess it's not that bad. But then there's also another thing, you know, that the drifting that I constantly do, since the TCS is also completely turned off, yeah, you're most likely gonna spin if you try to drift too much. For now, at least. Yeah, the lack of ABS is super noticeable. It really is. It's by far the most noticeable difference. So, I mean, keep in mind that there are only two differences, which is the lack of ABS and TCS, but yeah, TCS, I guess it will be more noticeable with faster cars. With this one, not so much, but yeah, with ABS, I can already tell. It seems that even with it turned off, I can still do very well on when it comes to the advantage versus the other guys. You can see that I'm quite ahead, so that's cool. Also, you know that one thing I remember is that in the drift events, the game gives you by default a Nissan 240, and since that was a car that was given to me by the carrier itself, for some reason now it's not in the garage, right? Like basically anything that I directly unlock through career mode is not in my garage and won't be in my garage at all. So that car is one of them. Thankfully it doesn't matter, but I really wonder, like, how does the bug even work? Like what even is going on, right? Why are you not allowed to get any car from career mode because of the bug? In fact, it makes me wonder, like, it's very possible that when I reach level 20, instead of receiving no car as a reward, that I might have actually normally gotten a car as a reward, but since there is this bug now, I didn't receive shit. So it's so weird. It's very, very weird, but thankfully with the amount of money I have, it's not an issue. If I need a car, I'll just purchase it. That's how it feels to be a millionaire, pretty much. It's basically having no worries. Anything you want, the money is there. If you have an issue, you throw money at the issue and it gets solved. Pretty much. Well, not to mention that I could also purchase the same car that I'm supposed to have, you know? Hey, that's no problem. That went well. Also, you know that I just realized that the UI having the mirror or not is also kinda considered to be a help, which is a little bit weird because you can just look behind, which is something extremely similar, you know? Alright. Here, do we start first or not? No, we don't. Okay. I mean, sure. I don't really mind.
That's a green light. Go, go, go.
So are these guys even trying? Come on, dudes. I'm pretty sure you have the same car I'm using, so why is your car so different? As in, why is it so shitty? Like, come on, dude. Like, I can just effortlessly overtake you on a straight. Oof. Hey. Right there, ABS not found. Well, an equivalent that you will have to do without ABS to have a similar effect is basically very slowly hitting the brakes. Yes, thankfully the brakes are also, well, as you would expect, they represent a pedal, so they are completely analog, assuming that you configure it well, like I thankfully did. So if you want to be able to steer while you brake, you have to very weakly touch the brake, and thankfully that's more than possible. It's something that I guess I never really bother doing, like being super soft with the brake. Like most of the times I just go full press, because there is normally no reason not to. Here you certainly have your reasons not to. I almost got the best line bonus. Well, there are still quite a lot of laps to do it. In fact, I'm surprised here that there are so many laps with such a slow category. Though I still find it very amusing that you could have purchased a McLaren F1 to do this, but and obviously leave everyone behind in the process. Or not, because if this game works like Shift 1, maybe the opponents that you get are completely dynamic. So maybe if you pick the McLaren F1, every other opponent is a McLaren F1. I wouldn't know. What I do know is that the guy behind me is getting quite close. It's making me a little bit uncomfortable. But it's fine. Let him get close. Let him think that he has a chance. At least the best line I should be able to get it right here. No problem. Yep, there's that. So the little guy behind me is not doing bad at all. Certainly much better than in the previous one. Yeah, this is theoretically, well no, I was about to say this is theoretically the highest difficulty that you can get in this game. But theoretically you will make it even harder by using manual plus clutch. But that's a little bit too much for me. That challenge is a little bit too much. Not really comfortable using manual. But ironically that will be more realistic than disabling all the racing aids. I mean, especially on a car like this. An old-ass car like this. In fact, I wonder what was the first commercial automatic car, because automatic cars are something relatively recent in terms of mass production, right? So I wonder which one. Well, I don't really care which one, but rather when it started. I did that chicane super well. The remaining 3 corners that I haven't mastered, doesn't seem like I can master them either. It will just remain there. So, when it comes to like thinking about the rear view mirror as a help, the biggest help that you can get from the UI in this game is the minimap. The minimap is without a doubt like the most useful help you could have. So if they wanted to count it as a help, they will just count them up instead of counting the rear view mirror. Not to mention that the mirror is something that is there in the actual car, you know? I'm pretty sure that if I switch, yeah, like the mirror is right there, and well, you have the side mirrors as well, but the point is that differently from the minimap, those are things that the normal car has. It's a little bit weird to kinda count it as a help. That was still free, and now we're gonna go to the full version. Hopefully it's 3 laps.
Good job, man.
But will it be 3 laps? Or will it be 2? No, 2, that will be way better, but I don't think it's gonna be 2. No, it is 3 laps. Okay.
Okay, your best shots at passing come early and late. The breaking point is for Castro at turn 1, and that chicane near the end.
Well, it's night time, so I guess that will make things spicier, but
Green, that's a green light. Push, push, push.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fine. It was too early. I guess that's the biggest challenge you will face here. Knowing exactly when to start using the brakes, since you cannot really see when the corner starts that easily, you know. That will be the challenge. So what's the biggest change here? Well, I guess that you have a hairpin here. This hairpin wasn't on the previous variant, I think. I think this whole section wasn't in the previous variant. So when does the chicane come then? I'm not seeing it for the time being. Maybe it comes after this. Yeah, it comes here. So yeah, basically as you will expect, more corners to deal with. Didn't do that chicane very well, but it's fine. Oh, I somehow mastered that corner, nice. Shame about the best line, I barely didn't get it again. At least it does feel that the opponents here, since I'm obviously doing this slower than I would do with ABS, they feel like they are closer to have a chance, even though they still know that they don't at all. At least here, if I were to make a mistake, these guys will very quickly be there to take away my position. Nice, and I like that I'm dominating the corners like this. Feels pretty nice. Will I dominate the best line though? I feel like I'm on the same percentage I was in the previous lap, but maybe no, I have more, I think. Maybe not that much more, but I think it's good enough. I'm pretty sure it is good enough. Yeah, it is. Nice. Well, and on to the final lap now. Not sure what the intended line for that lap is, because that's the fastest way to do it. I mean, aside from just outright cutting the corner, I think that's the fastest legal way to do it. So when it comes to slow categories, I think the only two... Well, actually, there might be three remaining, because you have this retro one, you have the muscle one, and the muscle in itself is not slow, but the classic muscle is slow. And then you have the legends, which are also essentially all muscle cars, so anything involving all cards are basically gonna be the slow ones that I haven't been able to do yet. But it's fine. I do wonder if I can participate with this same car on the final event of this retro thing. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to, maybe it's not fast enough. I mean, aside from the McLaren F1, I don't think that the old cars in this game get really much faster than this. Like, if anything, this is probably one of the fastest ones of the old ones. Though, actually, I'm not sure if the muscle cars in Legends if they are faster than this or not.
Feels good to be a winner, doesn't it?
Okay. So yeah, we got the Nürburgring Grand Prix Tour. Went well. Yeah. Let's see. So the next one is actually Time Attack. What were you supposed to use here? European Time Attack Challenge. Well, I do have a European car, but I kinda doubt that I can do anything. Hold up. What even is the restriction? Wait, hold up. This is one of the cars that I actually unlock. Wait a second. Let me go back to my garage real quick. I wanna see... No, never mind, but wait. Where are you pulling that car then? Like that oh, never mind, the Corvette is actually the muscle car, my bad. So it meant the other Corvette, the one that is the modern one that you unlock through the career, but no. Well, I'm not sure what cars you expect me to use here. Like, the full category is Modern B, so you will probably want a B car. The problem is that none of those are B cars. I kinda wanna see though what happens if I participate with this one, but I'm most likely getting my ass kicked. So, should I purchase one? Let's see, what do we have here? None of those are B though. I mean, I could probably buy the modern Corvette again. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a Koenigsegg, nice. Yeah, like there is a lot of different cars here. Not sure what any of them have in common really, but... Actually, something that I could do is first go to muscle, since now I don't have the modern Corvette. So this one... Oh, but this one you get the car loan. Modern Iron Gauntlet... Yeah, for example, this one. Like... You wouldn't be able to go with this, yeah. Alright, so here, which cars are allowed? So you get a Camaro. Those challenge... Oh, there aren't many, really. Interesting. Well, the modern Ford Shelby seems like the right pick, probably. And it's undoubtedly the classic muscle car, I guess.
Last win was amazing. Keep it up.
Yeah, let's do it like this. And this one I will probably use on the previous one though. If the other ones are supposed to be of class B,
Good luck and be careful out there, man.
this one is not gonna do shit, basically. Unless the other ones are also similar to this, which I kinda doubt. I mean, I could just purchase a car for that specific event, I guess. Oh, my bad. See, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Though, this is one of the hard tracks to overtake. So yeah, try to not get your ass kicked too much, if it's possible.
Green light.
I also kind of forgot that all the racing aids are disabled, so you gotta be careful how I enter a corner with the brakes, since I cannot simply commando like I've been doing. That being said, that maneuver was completely unrelated to the racing aids. That was just by basically not having space to to overtake, really. You kinda move on the... Fuck. It seems that overtaking here will be an odyssey, huh?
I'll call the green. Get ready to push hard.
Can you call the yellow instead? Give me a yellow flag so I can line up behind these guys and then take them out.
Green, green, green!
Alright, come on. So it seems that there is an equal distribution between Camaros and Shelby's here. So why is that guy cutting the corner? That's like the second or third time that you do that. I cannot overtake that stupid ass Camaro. I cannot.
Hold your position off the line. Don't let anyone pass. I'll call the green.
Yeah, my issue is not letting anyone pass. My issue is passing, rather. That's my issue.
Green, that's the green light. Push, push, push.
Yeah, these guys... Well, as I say before, this is a track where overtaking it's not easy at all. I mean, everyone is making it so hard to overtake. Bunch of dipshits. Well, I'm surprised I didn't crash there. Pretty magical that it didn't happen. I overtake this guy on the straight because overtaking it anywhere else is gonna be a disaster. And then we have only one more, which is another Shelby. It's your same car, so it's same conditions. There shouldn't be any issue, so it better be that way. It's getting hard to get close to him. But now that comes the straight and the fact that I'm at slipstream distance, it should be enough. I mean, we are the same car, so if I'm at slipstream, I should go faster. That being said, I didn't really gain that much advantage. This guy is going fast. There's no doubt about it. Oh, that's bad. Okay. No, why do you have to be looking at the fucking wall? If you weren't looking there, you sack of shit. Yeah, doing a clean overtake here is almost impossible, it seems. It really is. Well, the problem is that now I'm not recovering the position. Fuck. Alright, last attempt and I'm moving on to something else.
Okay, man. Keep focused on the lights.
Because I'm not gonna try hard a muscle event this much, you know? Come on. It's fucked up that you launch 6th place though.
Green light, good luck and be careful out there, man.
Well, be careful, tell these assholes to be careful. Honestly, not against overtaking from the outside of the track. Wow, I can't believe that that was so much faster. What the hell? Really? Like before even the halfway point of the first lap I overtake them all. Why didn't you do that on the first attempt? Or any of the first attempts, really? Why was that so hard to do? Not so hard now, apparently. I mean, I did it without barely, you know, putting any effort. A little bit awkward. That's fine by me. This is a very evil track to overtake, very narrow overall. That's fine, that didn't count as cutting the track somehow. No worries. It's interesting because this car, while not having any stability control or anything like that, it doesn't really lose control almost at all. I mean, I'm also being careful, of course, but it does very, very well, all things considered. I had to open my mouth, I just had to. Alright, well that's as much attention as you're gonna get. Alright, on to something else. Well, actually this Modern A, I didn't end up finishing it. Because there was... Wait, didn't I do this once? I guess I didn't. Well, I guess it's because I got pissed off at Hockenheim, but... Yeah, the issue here is that since I don't have the McLaren, I will actually need to get an A car, which is a little bit annoying, but we have a lot to pick from. So the McLaren was the... Wait, why is this one a police car? This one was the one that I got. I could get another one. Not sure which one. I mean, in terms of performance, the McLaren is obviously the worst one since you get it for free. Well, no, actually this one is the worst one. So I could get this one, you know, might as well. Simply to... Wait, the series is currently in progress? No. But I didn't know that it remembered the progress that you had. Interesting. I don't wanna... Actually, it's a good thing that I didn't put continue, because if I put continue, it probably would have remembered that I did with the McLaren.
That's a green light. Go, go, go.
And with the McLaren, I would have getting my ass kicked. Well, my ass kicked in the sense that by the game, because technically I don't own that car, so the game will be like, oh shit, wait, there is a car you don't own, panic, and it will probably crash and delete my save and, you know, format my OS and all of that. That would have been bad. Worry not. It ain't gonna happen now. It's just that the bugs on this game are weird, so you can never be sure of what's gonna happen, so you always gotta be careful. Always. Ah, fuck me, dude. Okay. I'm pretty sure that after that my car is not gonna have any issues. Somehow it doesn't though. Like, I'm not detecting any issue on the direction. And that's wild. Alright. Nice. So this Pagani is doing... That's a Sonda, right? Just that now I'm a little bit confused since the Huayra is also in the game, and I think the Huayra looks relatively similar to that specific Sonda model, so not sure if that guy in front of me is a Sonda or a Huayra. All I know is that it's a Pagani. That part is very clear. Also, pretty wild how everyone else is so far behind. This guy is the only one that is, well, making everyone else look like a moron, basically. Oh shit, 2 people died. That's such a fucked up place to die, in the middle of that fast trade. Damn. Surprised that the Sonda dodge, but I mean, ironically, that's like a domino effect, right? Like, there's gonna be people crashing there, they basically become an obstacle in the way, and everyone that does that is gonna end up crashing, and the more cars you add there, the worse it's gonna get clattered by that, you know? That's funny. Also, I gotta say that this Porsche does pretty well, you know? I cannot compliment the car, I guess. Because the moment I do that is the moment it starts not doing what I want it to do. And I cannot... Man, come on. I really cannot compliment my car at all. My only hope is that the Sonda crashes against the... well, the crash cars. But, I mean, he didn't do it last time, so I'm not sure why I think that he will do it here. No, he didn't. Unfortunately. So, they crash in a very weird place, because it's like it's perfect to dodge them. So, with how much I completely hit the walls, I don't know how my car is still running. Like, it seems that it's running on magic, because it's certainly gonna be running on on parts that are not broken. And ironically, I could still win. Especially, well, that straight is gonna determine everything, because this guy is gonna brake as he did in all of these laps that those cars were there. And when he brakes, I'm obviously gonna be behind him, so whether I can overtake him or basically just crash behind him is what's gonna determine if I win or not. So let's see what happens. I don't have high expectations, but, well, I have high expectations of it being something interesting. Something interesting is gonna happen. Okay, yeah. That was interesting, I guess. I mean, the fact that it worked well for me is interesting. But he's still pretty close, he could overtake back. Especially since I think my car is actually damaged on the direction very slightly though. Like, it tends to go to the right. Doesn't seem to matter though. I win. Whew, that was a race.
We won! Good job, man! Nice drive!
Like, I would have restarted, but I was like, no, hold up. Wait until you see what happens with the other guy. And it went well. And then Hockenheim, so this track filtered me. I remember, I got salty.
We can win this. Come on, I'll call the green.
I mean, it's because I'm a moron. Like, it's not that the track is hard, it's that I fucked up on very dumb places, so don't worry about it, we got this.
Green, that's the
I'm pushing. Oh, careful. Oof. No, fucking Bugatti, piece of shit. Ah, damn it, dude. So, interestingly, here the Bugatti seems to have a very low amount of performance point, at least compared to a lot of the other cars, you know.
Green light, good luck and be careful out there, man.
I will. I'm not the only one going off track there. I also remember a Lambo here, which could be the same one that is in first place right now. I essentially remember that the one that ended up filtering me was a Lambo. Like, I got pissed with it and I tried to crash him and I ended going off track myself. Like, it was a very weird interaction. Like, I feel I shouldn't have been the only one affected, but I somehow was. But that wasn't very nice, but it's fine. I know. Oh, where is the Bugatti going? Those are some very weird racing lines you're doing there, Mr. Bugatti, I gotta say. Okay. So they are going very fast. I really am not sure if I can overtake them in. And now the Lambo is just escaping again. At least it's only one to worry about. Like, I can use all of my focus to look at this guy and nothing else. Careful with the piano here, guys. There is no traction control. So that's an interest. Well, no, I'm not gonna... I was gonna say something to praise, but no, don't do that. Every time you do that, you fuck it up. So shut up and try overtaking that Lambo. It shouldn't be a problem though to overtake this guy. Well, no, stop. Stop it. It's like I want to shinz myself. No, don't say anything. I did overtake him, but let's see how long it lasts. Alright, I'm gonna say what I wanted to say anyway. So, I keep in mind that all of the racing aids are disabled. Like, I didn't re-enable them before. And it seems that I'm doing well, so this is probably the configuration that I can keep for the rest of the game. Though I'm not sure how it's gonna fare on the actual important final category that is GT1, right? That one I do want to leave it for last, but I really wonder how it will fare. It will be interesting to see. Yeah, I do want to leave it for last. I hope at least the game doesn't bug again before that, because that will be tragic. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, that went pretty well.
Wow, you really showed them out there. That's P1, we're the winners.
I show them, I guess you could say that. And I could even do the next event here. Oh, there are multiple, so then no, let's not do that then. I want to check for time attack. It seems that there are no restrictions, but I want to see a V car, a V category car. So here, because the only what's the word? The only restriction is that it has to be a road car. But I can filter here. Wait, no. That's not the filter I wanted. Then I wanted a... Well, you can sort, actually. Just that the sort seemed to be... Okay, that seems to be sorted by performance. So at least finding the V cars should be easy. In fact, well, the... that's the Dr. Pepper one. Now, the V that I had before was the Corvette, so I want to see that one, this one. So the closest it's, well, something like this, I guess. Could get the Mercedes. Oh, I could get the Dodge Viper. That's a tempting offer, yeah. I could also get this Lexus. I guess we can try this Lexus, though it seems to have very bad handling. So I'm not sure what's the logic behind the prices, but it's a little bit awkward. Yeah, I could get the Lexus, I guess. Why not? And yeah, let's try and see how it goes with it. This time attack, so it means you just gotta be fast. It's not about overtaking, it's about doing fast laps. So we will see him.
Green, 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 good luck!
What are you doing? I don't like those movements. That Maserati is a little bit of an asshole, I gotta say. I probably should dive on the first corner. Like, having him ahead of me is a liability. Alright. The problem is if I dive on like that, he gets scared, he goes off track, and then when he rejoins the track, he doesn't give any fucks whatsoever. I dive on here then. Out of here. Okay, he's out of the way for now, but the Aston Martin ahead is not. Not to mention he's going very fast actually. I'm not sure if this thing can actually make a faster lap than what this Aston Martin is doing. It seems to be going way faster. Maybe getting this car was a mistake after all. Yeah, like he did 1:06 for the first lap. Yeah, maybe I should have gotten something else. I mean, with the amount of money I have, it's not like wasting it there was a big issue. This Lexus seems like it cannot do much. it's struggling a lot. That was a cut. I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. Should probably get a better one, but not sure. Oh, it's a multi-stage series, that one. It seems that all of these are multi-stage. Oh, and this one is still locked. That's pretty interesting. So some of them are still locked. Like the Dr. Pepper thing didn't just change everything. I want to see then, hold up, what happens if I pick the Porsche Spider? Like, is it everyone gonna be a Class B?
Okay, man, keep focused on the lights.
Because if everyone is gonna be a Class B here, yeah, no, it's, I think that these are Class A actually, so depending on what you pick, like, it's a dynamic, yeah, they are basically dynamic opponents. So the good thing is that, well, I could use this without obliterating them. The bad thing is that I just purchased that Lexus for absolutely no reason. Oops. Who cares? As I say, I have enough money to to burn it, essentially. Though this could be the same story with that guy that is now in first, you know? That maybe now this Porsche cannot really reach it. Yes, I get that reaching it is unnecessary, but that seems like quite a big difference, you know? But not just against me, against everyone else too. So here it seems that you might need an actual upgrade to beat these guys. It's just weird. My PB is 1:03. You might actually need a properly customized car for this. Well, I guess I'll leave it for last then, because it seems like the only one where my car choice is not doing much for me. Which one could I do? Did I try? Yeah, I did one of these. Yeah, one of those. I could do one of the legend, or I could actually start with drag, since I didn't do it before.
So you ready to try some drag racing, or what? I'm Chris Rado. I'm a pro front-wheel drive drag racer for Scion. This is where we go 8 lanes wide in head-to-head battles, so you definitely want to be the fastest down the quarter mile.
8 lanes? Isn't that a little bit too
You need
much?
split-second throttle control. It's time for you to prove yourself. You win the championship, I'll straight up give you my Scion drag car. It's definitely one of a kind. It's got a small engine, a gigantic turbocharger, and it makes silly horsepower.
We already know that that's not happening anyways.
You're definitely gonna have to be on your A game to beat me.
All right, the drag strip is waiting for you. Tune your car and practice your shifts. Up till now, success has been measured in seconds. Now all you care about is the milliseconds you can slice off your times.
Yeah, but what car am I gonna use? Well, apparently you can use this one, this Porsche. Though this opponent, well, I see a Lambo on the distance, so it's probably fine, but maybe this also has a lot of relevant tuning.
Go, go, come on, that's the green light.
Yeah, well, for some reason my controls are not working. I don't know why, but for some reason the controls here are different. Because it worked with the keyboard, but not with the... Well, that's odd. Huh. I guess we're not doing drag then, but... Why didn't it work? Well, I will do Legends then, sure. But this one seems a little bit long. Isn't there something shorter? I think at this point there's not gonna be anything shorter. Ooh, these are a lot, actually. Yeah. Well, this one, yeah, I guess we can do the hot laps, sure. Not sure why I didn't continue doing the hot laps here.
Keep focused on the lights.
Oh, I guess it's because
Green, that's a green light. Push, push, push.
since my objective was getting experience, I thought that these things didn't give good experience. Yeah, that was the case. The problem is that drag event one, I'm not really sure what to do if it's not gonna take my controller into account. A little bit odd. I mean, I could simply see what are the what are the keyboard controls for that, but well, I'm assuming that the most important thing is probably the tuning, as that guy said. And I haven't touched tuning a single time. Ironically, I'm pretty sure that Drag Race DLC is the same one as the Speed Hunters one. And Speed Hunter is well, it's all of the cars that are there as DLC, so I could use those instead, maybe. Not even sure what the restrictions to participate in those is. Yeah, right now my biggest question is simply why it didn't remember the controller configuration. Right, 2 minutes 7. That will be fine, yeah. Alright, first try.
Amazing driving out there, man. Amazing.
Not bad. Yeah, I guess I could do all of these hot laps. No, I think about it. Aside from this, I don't think there's any other. No, there is one hot lap in the muscle events, actually.
Go, go, come on, that's the green light.
The issue here is mostly the night time. Not gonna be very easy to see. Though this track is mostly very slow corners, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. You're not gonna go into a super fast straight and then suddenly a corner cuts you off. That being said, I don't think this will be enough for the fastest time, will it? Well, it will. By quite a lot,
Great
even.
job, my man. Great job.
It seems that they went pretty easy on these ones. Like, if they wanted to make them hard, they could have made it hard, but no. Alright.
Come on, you can do it. Green light coming. Push Push hard from the start.
We are really going
That's the
from
green light. Go, go, go.
old to older. Pretty nice. So interesting that the speedometer goes from right to left instead of from left to right. It's a little bit weird. Unfortunately, the handling of this car is basically as bad as you probably imagine it is. But pretty tough to do the proper maneuvers here. I don't think this is gonna be enough, which makes sense considering that it was a horrible lap, but I mean, I am trying my best, believe it or not, with this thing, but it's just very, very tough. I do what I can, but this thing is not doing what it should be doing. Basically, it's close to undrivable, I would say. I think that this might be the slowest car in the game, it's possible. Might be. That corner is an issue. But I want to believe that this should be enough. I think that this was at least a faster lap than the previous one, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. So it might have not been actually. Well, it was faster, it's just not fast enough. At least one thing that I appreciate is that there is not any sort of ghost that is forced upon you every time that you complete one lap. Because so many racing games make that mistake of thinking that the player wants to see the ghost no matter what to compare the time, when the ghost is simply something very distracting. So I'm thankful that this game doesn't have it. It would have been very annoying. Well, thankful and also surprised, but thankful nonetheless. Okay, this should be enough, I wanna believe. It will. Nice.
Great job, my man. Great job.
Driving this car was a little bit tough, but I mean, it looks tough just by looking at it. And then the last one on the Chicane Fest, well, with the same car that I have.
Last win was amazing. Keep it up. Green, that's the green light. Push, push, push.
At least I guess I'm familiar with this car. Though I'm also familiar with the fact that this car is very messed up, you know? I mean, It's certainly better than the previous one, but it also does struggle with steering. It has a very hard direction. Wonder how fast you want me to do these chicanes. I feel like I'm doing them faster. Like with any chicane, you could risk a lot and do it even faster. Oh, you know what? I thought that wasn't gonna be a chicane for some reason. Didn't it, dude? Come on. It's just that I look at it in the minimap, and since it's such a small one...
Come on, nail this one!
Damn it, dude. That sucks. Oh well. Those. Yeah, that's already gonna be too slow. Well, at least I'm... No, you know, I think what the issue with this is that check mark completely blocks the chicane. Like, they couldn't have put in a shittier part, because by putting it there, yeah, like... you cannot really tell it's a chicane. That's fucked up. Well, like that one right there as well, the one that's out to come. Like, you're just completely blocking the corner with that check mark. Why do you do that? Like, why are you like this? For what reason? At least that will be enough to beat the top time, and by quite a lot as well.
Wow, you really showed them out there. That's P1, we're the winners.
So, well, that's all the hot laps for the legend thingies. So, nice. They call it the classics hot lap. So, I could do a works one next, I guess. The Suzuka Redline Festival. So these are the 3 variants of Suzuka. Okay, sure. Oh yeah, but don't pick this car. Pick the Radical. So I wonder how, without any racing aids, how it's gonna be to drive this car.
This is a tough track, but you can handle it. Come on, focus.
No, dude, this is not a tough track. Come on, stop lying to me. Doesn't have to be hard to, you know, to still be tough to win. So your opponents will be the ones that are tough to beat, you know? Well, and in fact, yes, in a track like this, there's not much room to overtake in anything other than the main straight, but that's fine. So is that the same Nissan Seed that was there before? The one, no, it's a different one. That one is Alex Garton or something. Oof. Yeah, I use the brakes a lot there, to be fair. And that should be fine. Careful, guys. This guy can easily take you down. Oh, I'm surprised there that he kept accelerating. Usually they like braking so much, but they didn't do that there. Okay. Yeah, thankfully this Radical seems pretty easy to drive even without all the racing aids, you know. Ah, fuck. But this asshole pushing you out of the track is a different story. Man, why such a bitch though? Is my question. Like, why do you have to do that?
There's the green. Come on, nail this one.
And I can't remember which one. No, it was the one that is now in first, right? Or was it the one that is in front of me? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter who's in there. You gotta overtake. Overtaking is gonna be a pain in the ass here.
Get ready for the green. Keep focused
I
and
mean,
fight hard.
I guess in following that logic, then yes, like this track is hard because overtaking here is hard. So yes, technically, but
Green, green, green. Good luck.
surprised he didn't send me flying there. It's not over until you overtake the very last one. Fuck those cones. Alright. Are we gonna remain in parallel here, I wonder? No. Nice. Alright. Well, we should be fine. I mean, this is an easy track if you are by yourself. You don't have to worry about overtaking. This is a very easy track. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm glad to see at least that the Radical behaves pretty much the same even without the driving aids. Oh, and I got the best line bonus. And only, well, that corner is probably very hard to master. Not to mention that they probably want you to take the start of the corner very fast, and that's always super dangerous. And once you're ahead, that's it. So essentially my biggest problem here is the time attack events, huh? I wonder if the Corvette that I had before was super special or something, because with that one, the time attacks that I did, they all went super well. You can do it that fast, but still not enough for the game to think that you dominated the corner, unfortunately. Doesn't want to recognize it. Wait, oh, I thought that was the final lap. Wasn't it? I was sure it was. Oh, I guess it was not. Well, at least this should be the final one. The difference is quite big here, very, very big.
We won! Good job, man.
So I'm seeing a fly that I want to kill so badly, but it's too far to do that. Well, and I hope it doesn't come close, because it will distract me.
That was an awesome win last time, man. Let's try to make this 2 in a row.
Well, considering that I start in first place, it will happen. Because the biggest obstacle here was the fact that I needed to overtake. Here, without needing to overtake, like,
That's the green light. Go, go, go!
no problem. Guess I have to give them credit that here at least they are following quite closely. Though the guy following closely is the same one that I mentioned earlier today. It's Roy Chong. It's that guy that is always there. It really feels weird how much harder the time attack seems like it's gonna be compared to everything else. It's like it's the... I guess it's because every other one mostly uses like the same opponents no matter what, while time attack always adjusts to whatever you're using. Well, if that's the case, something I should test is the Renault Megane, the first car that I purchased. Like, what happens if I go for the slowest category? What are they gonna throw at me? I would assume that there are still gonna be opponents that are faster, but ironically, by using the slower category, the chances are that the event is gonna end a lot sooner because the lap time is gonna be higher, and that event ends simply after a timer is gone, so there are chances that you're gonna be doing less laps. Yeah, I guess it also depends a lot which times you do. You can pretty much do that corner at full speed. Wasn't expecting that, but yeah, it kinda just works. This could easily give me the best line bonus here. Yes, it will. Nice.
We won, yeah!
And then the full Laguna Seca. Last time I did full Laguna Seca was at night time, wasn't it? I can't remember. This one will be at full daytime. Well, actually no, the background is not related to that. The background is simply like a regular image of the track. You know, it's gonna be sunset. Well, it doesn't make a difference really. It's the same thing.
Green light, good luck, and be careful out there, man.
And this follows the same logic as that one competition in Nürburgring that I did, like basically 5 laps on the first variant, 4 on the second one, and 3 on the last one. And they are indeed 3 variants. Pretty nice. Believe it or not, the sun actually kinda gets in the way here. So even though it's not nighttime and the vision is still a lot better, the sun does play a role in getting in your way. I guess that's the reason why they consider nighttime and dusk to be the same difficulty-wise. They are 2 things that affect your vision, even though differently. I still think that they either should be considered separate or they should be considered in the same as daytime, but whatever. It's not important enough. So, you know, something that I'm surprised is that I still have not seen Monza in its full version a single time. It's weird because it seems like they completely underused it. And on the other hand, there are a lot of other tracks that I feel that are being overused instead. The full version of Monza hasn't showed up yet. Pretty awkward. Oh, someone crashed here. But why are you in the middle of the road? Like, did you want... Oh, you're not. No, you're moving, actually. What the hell? Well, that's one of the radicals. Are you okay? Surely. And he didn't have the rear wing, so... I don't think we should say that he's okay. guess it's good enough. After this I could actually try that time attack with with the Renault Megane and see how it works. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but in that case, what will make a difference? Maybe I should just purchase the Corvette again. Well, again, I mean, I should purchase it instead of getting the free one, but maybe it's possible that the free one might have had other upgrades, like it wasn't the vanilla Corvette. So that is a problem in itself. So I'm not sure what to think of it. Oh, my bad. But it seems that also the drag races will be something similar. Like they seem like they are fully determined by whoever is the car you pick. They are not predetermined regardless of the car that you pick. It's fully reactionary to what you pick. But I guess that's where the difficulty of this game is, in those specific ones where the opponents are not always the same and there is essentially no class restriction or no other type of restriction. Like basically you can enter with whatever you want. And I'm pretty sure that was the logic more or less in the previous game, because yeah, there were tier restrictions and sometimes even region restrictions, but aside from that the cars could be absolutely anything. And I think that's what made the previous game so hard, and also these events here, the time attack and drag. Well, I haven't been able to do the drag event yet though. Until I can do that, I won't be able to know. Even though I know what's the button to accelerate in the keyboard, like it's the arrow that points up. What are the controls to upshift and downshift? The obvious idea is that you upshift using shift, like the shift key, but what if you don't? I could press every button, eventually one is gonna work, I guess. Not like I have any other option. Though why wouldn't it detect the normal controls? Why does drag have to be special? I don't know. Well, I win.
Excellent stuff. That was a great win.
But when you compare this one to those other ones, this one I won by 13 seconds. Quite a lot. Alright, got that. Yeah, I wanna try that, and if it doesn't work, that's fine too. So, it says Pro Challenge, maybe that's the issue. You know, maybe they expect you to be a pro. Alright, so the Renault Megane, yeah, this one. How is it gonna go? I wonder. How are you gonna do, Mr. Megane? Who are your opponents? Your opponents seem to be of the same caliber. Doesn't mean you're gonna be the fastest one, but how is it gonna be? How much faster are they gonna be, or how much equal are they gonna be? Oof. Though yeah, kinda forgot how it felt to drive this car, but let's just say that it's not very easy. Well, at least if we look at the guy that is in first place, he's not really going fundamentally faster than I am doing. In fact, isn't that also another Megane? Kinda looks like it, yeah, it is. But it's the same car. Not sure if someone behind could be going faster, but Well, if that's a way to win, then so be it, I guess, right? Let me start overtaking here. That was obviously gonna make me waste time. I mean, if there is enough distance between me and whoever is in first, I should be able to mind my own business and do the fastest lap I possibly can. But yeah, for example, this guy is also not really that far from me, so I'm most likely gonna have to overtake him eventually. And that is a pain in the ass. I probably should restart though, guess. Having someone close to you is not bad in itself. Like you have Slipstream for free, while the guy in first place doesn't have anything. But it's only something worth it if he doesn't get in your way, but he did get in my way, that's the problem. Another thing you will do is try to overtake him very early. How possible is that? Like, how early will you overtake? No, not too early. Like, it's gonna be on the final corner like last time. I could also, by the way, try the BMW. Because if that car has as opponents the same ones as the retro ones, that should be easy to deal with. Really feels though that the Megane is doing this faster than I am. I don't overtake him and use the Slipstream here. So he did 118 last time. Not sure how much he's gonna do now, but he will do 118. And my lap was actually faster. I managed to overtake that guy there at least. I'm most likely not gonna reach the Megane though. This guy seems to be doing its own race, and I guess I will be doing my same race. Though I am on his Slipstream, so it's not all bad, I guess. It's pretty sad that the strategy to win these events is basically use the slowest car you have, basically. Use whatever is the slowest it can possibly be. So why is the personal best and the time that it says I got different? Nice coding, very nice coding. I think that he did this lap faster. Just that it's hard to tell. We are so equal, but I think he most likely did it faster. No, he didn't. Surprisingly, I did it slower though. That's I guess what makes me think he did it faster. No, I simply did it slower. And he could still beat that time again, you know. Well, again, I mean, will still beat it on the laps that are remaining, is what I'm trying to say. If he does not beat the time, maybe it will be worth it to stay in front of the finish line and then accelerate when the timer is over. I'm not sure if I could react to it, because I will have to immediately see if he gets a better time or not. Well, though my time already is not better. So I think no matter what, it's irrelevant because my time won't be better than the one I already said, so... Though here at the same time, the time left is almost the same as an additional lap, so it really wouldn't change much. I guess might as well drive. He didn't do a better time. Well, if he didn't do a better time there, I doubt that he's ever gonna do a better time, you know? Believe it or not, with these slow-ass cars, the amount of time spent in these events is still the same, because it's still 5 minutes. No matter what you do, it's 5 minutes, you know? So, yeah. It could be the fastest car in the game or the slowest one. And the only thing that changes is if the final lap is close to the timer ending or not. And here, yes. Basically, this is probably the fastest you could do it without simply stopping in front of the finish line and then accelerating. Now keep in mind that if he beats my time here, he will win. And he could, but will he? I hope not. That will be a very big waste of time if he does. I'm praying. He didn't. Nice. Oh, we win. Nice.
We won, yeah!
Damn. So that's the solution, huh? Picking the worst car in my garage? Now let's not call him the worst. He's simply the slowest, which does not mean being the worst.
Come on, you can do it. Green light coming.
Also,
Push hard from the start.
it's actually not the slowest car in my garage. Slowest car in my garage is that weird ass one that I purchased for the Legends thingy. Now here I'm launching on, well, 5th place if we count the position on the track, of course, instead of 3rd like in the previous one. It's a little bit odd. The good thing is that you can leave the 1st place to do what he wants, and you can still do a time better than his. So that's nice, honestly. Right. Yeah, I would appreciate if you got out of here, because you otherwise will slow me down. We don't want that. Well, I don't want that. You probably want that. And the Mega Neon ahead of everyone definitely wants that too. Can probably overtake this guy as well, most likely. But not on the straight, it will have to be on the corner. This most likely will be the fastest time for now. It was, correct. Not by that much though. That's the fucked up thing. But it was. And well, in the previous time attack, the time that I got on the 1st lap was enough so that the guy could not beat it even once. And here, for some reason, I'm 1 second ahead of my own time, probably because of the slipstream on the main straight, if I had to guess. Even got a faster sector 2 time. And here I'm also gonna have slipstream for the main straight again. You can do this final corner at top speed, by the way. Okay, I am on slipstream, believe it or not. It might seem like he's too far for that, but no, according to the game I am in slipstream. So yeah, fastest, but mine is faster. Mine is actually faster. Actually, yeah, I don't think it was because of... fuck. I don't think it was because of Slipstream. It probably was instead because of the first lap having everyone start slower. Because I think that differently from the previous race, it wasn't a rolling start, was it? Or maybe it was, and it's simple that the rolling start is not as fast as doing a regular lap. I don't know. I think that's gonna be a record on Sector 2 again, probably. No, it was not, actually. It should be fine. I don't think that guy can get a better time than the one I got on the previous lap. Like, I think that it's okay. Like, you're not winning. Hopefully you're not winning, but I'm positive you're not winning. Yeah, he didn't beat it there. I obviously didn't beat it either because that first corner was horrible. But yeah, that's fine. I also like that this specific Renault for some reason has the tachometer yellow. I think that every other car usually has like the standard transparent thing, but this one for some reason is yellow because it feels like being yellow. Wait, that didn't count as a corner cut? No way. All right. Yeah. You're allowed. Yeah, no wonder it's gonna be a record on the Sector 2 if you're essentially allow me to cut the corner. That's pretty funny. But hey, I'm glad. I wonder how this car will handle drifting, but I don't think it's a good idea. Like, let's just leave the BMW for the drifting. Will this be a PB, by the way? Yeah, it could be. It is. No, what? Yeah, it was. I think. Like right at the end, but I think it was. Damn, the Megane was a good investment, I gotta say.
Okay, man, get your head together. Breathe, focus, and just nail this from the lights.
Also, it seems that all of these are rolling starts. It's just that some rolling starts are, as I say, slower than simply doing the lap normally. These are, by the way, 4 minutes instead of 5. I'm not sure why, but I'm glad, I guess. The shorter it can be, the better. Well, no, I know why. It's because this track is shorter. That's why. But yeah, I guess that confirms that Lexus that I purchased, I can essentially shove it up my ass, because I'm not gonna use it for anything. Yeah, that's nice. Well, at least if somehow I want to play a B category event, well, I have that one. Well, could be worse, I guess. Now, this didn't look like a very fast lap at all. It clearly wasn't. That's an issue. Not sure why not. Maybe here they are less slow corners, so the AI does this a lot faster by default. It's probably something like that. Like that. In fact, apparently that was last place for me. Like, that was the worst time on the track. Pretty wild. Like, that wasn't cutting, so I guess that's a way I can have for getting better times. Like, essentially cut the corners, but in a way that is so subtle that it doesn't count as cutting the corner. Pretty smart. That was a better lap, but not good enough. Though, isn't this kind of like a stalemate? Doesn't seem like I can do it much faster than this, really. Even
Go, come on, that's the green light.
having this guy slipstream, it doesn't seem like I can do it much faster. Not sure why not, but I guess not. Guess it's simply not meant to be. It probably has to do with what I mentioned, the fact that it has less slow corners, so the AI is naturally faster. But I'm not. Basically thrive in the fact that the AI is bad in slow corners. Well, I think I did this faster at least than the first lap of the previous attempt, but it might not be enough. In fact, it most likely is not. No, it wasn't. So it was relatively close. Like, you basically need to shove not that much. Like, it's slightly faster. It's just that, yeah, it's easier said than done. Like, just go faster, bro. I guess in corners like that I could go closer to the inner side. Yeah, I'm still struggling, and in fact that one was slower. And the guy behind me is a lot faster. I mean, him overtaking... Oh, and we have faster laps. Alright. I guess we're gonna try to cut as much as possible here, because doesn't seem to be anything else I can do. That was too fast. Fuck. This one might be a dead end.
Focus on the lights.
Problem is that this is part of a series, so if I quit here, well, we already saw that you can continue afterwards, but
Green, nail that first corner.
I
Come
don't
on.
think you can continue with another car. Like, you have to continue on the same conditions, or at least that's what will make sense. Yeah, that wasn't ideal, actually. That's just gonna slow me down. How much are you allowed to cut here? Yeah, not that much, obviously. Alright. Yeah, this one will be rough. This one will not be easy at all.
Green, that's the green light. Push, push, push.
Not sure why this guy is going slower now. For what reason? Okay, that's the corner that I clearly do the slowest. It really is the slowest corner I have. Him's 54, really. He never did a 54 before. That's so messed up, dude. But yeah, I think that this one I'm simply boned. I don't have any way of doing it that fast. I cannot. Interesting corner. Yeah, no, that was also not fast. And that was a straight up cutting the corner, of course. Well, actually, one thing you could try doing, it's just that I don't think in a track like this will work, but could try cutting a lot of corners just to get ahead and slow everyone down. But the thing is that if they already set a fast time, that's kinda useless to slow them down. Alright, last try, but this doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Doesn't look like it. As much as I would like it, I don't think... I mean, there's such an insane difference between this and the previous two events. Like, an insane difference. It's like it makes no sense. But it is the way it works. Not sure if that was faster. Could have been, since I kinda use him as a help to do the corner. Maybe it was faster that way. But the Renault here is still going very fast. It seems that the first and the second place are fighting, or at least it looked like it. These corners, I'm simply doing them super badly. And obviously that was a cut. As long as I can get closer to these guys. Yeah, this corner is crazy. Alright, well, that's it. I guess... though, I want to try and see what happens if you change the car. And if you put continue... Do you continue with the current car or with the... Oh! Well, that's interesting. So, you can just simply change the car. Alright, I mean, sure, works for me though. Not sure if the Lexus can do this, but I should use the Lexus as an example. Is the Lexus fast enough? I don't know. What is that? These corners are so fucking shit, you know? Like, these are like the worst type of corner imaginable. They are long, slow corners.
Come on, that's the green light.
Shut up. Usually a long corner tends to be fast. Like, it's the most common type of long corner, but these are long, slow corners. Very annoying. Well, at least I know that I could just come here with a different car, but man. Yeah, time attack is easily the hardest type of event in the game, without a doubt. Alright. Semi-pro. Not sure about that. Yeah, let me change for the BMW. This one, right? It's the only BMW. Wait, how much score do you want? 883. How many laps are this? Maybe I shouldn't be using this car after all. It's 5 laps. But I'm not sure if I'm getting it with this one. But I mean, I could change the car, you know? Not like I'm forced to use this one after all. This is more about learning how to do the oval drift. See, that didn't go that badly. But to reach those 800, I'm not sure if it will be enough. Most likely not. I don't think so. I think that the logic here is that you want to go the highest possible in the corner to get the longest drift. You know, I can still win this. I guess that does work very well. But I guess I got scared for nothing. Yeah, the BMW is gonna be fine. Now I do wonder if, depending on the car you pick, the points are also calculated, or if it doesn't. Like if this is like time attack where the difficulty is dynamic depending on what car you pick, or no, I don't know. You know, it seems like it's gonna be fine. Wait, why is there another car there? Well, probably it's just decoration to make you, you know that you eventually go. No, wait, hold up. No, okay, it's fine. It's decoration. It just shows you that what's actually happening is that everyone is participating on the same place, obviously. That wasn't very good. And that certainly wasn't good. Well, damaging your car here is kind of an issue, since being able to handle your car properly is like the whole point, you know? It does seem like these drift points will be at least harder than the ones we had in previous events. But for now, at least they seem doable. I'm not sure if I will be able to do this one, actually. Might not be that doable. At the same time, I'm playing very badly. wonder if your chances to pop a tire also go higher the more you crash, probably. Then I cannot stop crashing legitimately. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. Just that I'm taking the corners quite aggressively. And as long as a tire doesn't pop, it shouldn't matter. Here basically I'm trusting everything to the final corner, which is the one that gives me the most points, of course. Alright, here comes. Yeah, I got it, nice. And even got the objective as well, nice. It worked well. Damn, I'm glad that this is not Pro Street. If it was Pro Street, the amount of repairs I will have to pay for here. Also, wait, these are the same tracks that I did on the previous one. Am I sure that I didn't just enter the same one? No, I mean, I think... Well, I hope. That would be pretty embarrassing if I did. No, I don't think I did. I will try to not underestimate myself and think I'm not that dumb. But I could be. And maybe it is the same tracks, but with harder objectives, and that's it. Well, actually, to be fair, one of the tracks was different, like the oval was not there, I think. So, yeah, it's most likely not the same one. And I am indeed not that dumb, just a little bit dumb. The right amount of dumb. You have actually done that drift properly, you will have gotten a nice amount of points. Nice drift. Shame that one didn't count. At least the scores are not so hard to reach, but it's still annoying how it seems so arbitrary what drifts count and which ones don't. Really seems extremely arbitrary. That ain't gonna work. That's a shame because I almost got it. Damn it, dude. Yeah, this track is annoying. No matter what. Yeah, like, there are so many places where I feel like I should have gotten points and I didn't get shit. It really is annoying. But yeah, as I say, so far I'm just doing this because the points to beat are low enough that they shouldn't be that big of an issue to beat them for now. Maybe later on they will be very unreasonable and that's the time to say no. But until then, I guess it's worth trying. Ouch. I wasted so many possible points there. It also seems like the drifts continue even if you kinda crash your car against the wall. Like, it's so arbitrary when it decides to count and when it doesn't count. I dislike that so much. Wish it was more clear. Yeah, that one, since I went off track, I wasn't expecting much. But that did work. You're not gonna get the secondary objective, but I did get the win. Alright. So I got the semi-pro. The previous one was, yeah, I guess something. Wait. Hold up. You know, let me double check. Did I just repeat the same one like a moron? No, I didn't. This was the one I did before. They were just individual events. Okay, never mind. No need to panic. So for this retro one, there's only one more. Old School Masters.
Darren McNamara is out on this track and looking to win big in his AE86. If you take first, that machine will be yours.
But is this thing enough? Like, what sort of machine are we going against here?
Okay, D-Mac's a great driver, but so are you. Go get him.
It might be a great driver, but I don't know what the opponents are gonna be like here. How great are we talking? No, it seems that they are the same cars as always. Well, yes, except the guy that is in first place. Okay, yeah, that guy is using a different car for sure. But what are the actual restrictions here? You see, that guy is very clearly on a different league. So yeah, I guess picking the BMWs was not the right choice. Well, I mean, in that case, I guess I should go back and pick something else. Like, should I pick the McLaren F1? I mean, I'm not winning with this, but it's a... Oh, I know which one that is. That's the Hachiroku. Which I could buy, by the way. Let me check. Well, I could also use this one, but that would be a little bit too much. I could upgrade this one as well, but... Nah. So... Aside from the McLaren F1, yeah, I guess. Well, you could. I could get the R32 actually. Counts as retro enough for this, I guess. Retro Road. or the Supra. Nah, I'll go for this one. Without a doubt. Yeah. Though I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Maybe it won't, which will be a little bit disappointing, but...
I'm loving Darren's A86. Good luck, man. You got this.
Though this car, at least in theory, should be a lot better than the BMW. Only in theory. We will see what the game thinks about it.
Nail that first corner. Come on.
Yeah. What matters is if it's gonna be faster than the Hachiroku or not. Doesn't really look like it. I mean, the idea is that that Hachiroku he has is supposed to be fully tuned, so you will have to have something similar to that in order to compete. Like, I will have to tune this thing a lot, or I could go for the McLaren F1, of course. Just that those 2 million seem, you know, they don't seem very attractive. Seems like a lot of money, but you know, even this car doesn't seem like it can reach him. And even if it can reach him here, what about the next races? Will it be able to reach him there? Maybe not. It's interesting that the hard things in this game are kinda hidden. You don't see them very easily. But here you will need to do tuning. You will have no other way to beat him here. Well, I could do that, it's just that I never did tuning before, tuning. So I'm not really sure how it works. Wait, no, not this tuning. Well, it's called upgrades. Tuning is a different thing, so... I mean, I could just purchase the maximum of everything, I guess. Might as well. Oh, it will change the performance class. Well, that doesn't matter, right? It's not like that's something that prevents you from entering that one. But yeah, just pick whatever is the highest one. Though maybe I'm going a little bit out of control here. Or maybe not. Let's see if only with the engine changes it's enough. I also want to change the visuals though. Oh, and it has a lot of liveries. This one, wasn't it from Pro Street? Maybe not. Probably not. Shame that the camera doesn't really help me. Well, there are a lot of pretty cool ones. Not sure which one to pick. Kinda like this one. Or this one. No, I like this one. Let me get it. So let's see if that's enough, because essentially here the objective is beating a single car. Everything else doesn't really matter. It's that car in particular that you gotta beat. So let's see.
Okay, D-Mac's a great driver, but so are you. Go get him.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he's a great driver. I would say that he has a great car. You know? At least this does look quite different from the previous attempts. It seems that it should be enough. It's interesting because well, no, maybe it's not. Maybe I need more upgrades, which is not a problem because I do have more. In fact, there is still the turbo upgrades. What the game calls force induction. Like, there is that. Not to mention, I don't even know if this thing has nitro. I could install a nitro. But as it is right now, it seems that it will still not be enough. Alright. Well, let's fully customize it until it's more customization than car. Sure. Wait, garage? Yeah, upgrades. So for drivetrains, I mean, pick everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Don't read it. It's irrelevant. Just buy stuff. Though the turbo makes it go quite far. But do I care? Well, it makes it also go to category V, which I'm not sure if it's gonna bite me in the ass later. Hopefully not. Wait, is there any other category? Oh, there are, actually. And there are a lot of categories. There's even specific upgrades for drag. Alright, doesn't matter. Let's try if this is enough. I feel like it should be enough. Maybe I even went a little bit overboard. Or not. It's very hard to tell when you go overboard and when you don't.
Okay, D-Mac's a great driver, but so are you. Go get him.
Yeah, since money's not a problem, might as well just spend as much as I can.
Green, 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 good luck.
I guess the biggest difference here should be the turbo, right? Still struggling to reach him. He's very clearly the faster car. And the fact that I'm gaining on him is because of the corners, not because of the straights. He's just doing his thing. I mean, at this point, wouldn't be surprised if I could turn this car into like its works version, you know? Will be possible. But let me see if this is simply enough to win. Not if you do that. Damn it, dude. I mean, I will restart, but... Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to press that. But yeah, no, I guess it's just fully upgraded. Though at that point I could have used that for the works thingy. And I didn't. You can use any car. You have the works conversion. I wonder if the works conversion is gonna do anything in that regard. Well, and there is the nitro as well. I guess, and it's the first one that I actually use a nitro on. I could do this as well, but nah. Well, I will if I still struggle to beat him. I just wanna believe I won't. That's a lot of customization simply to beat one asshole that doesn't want to be beaten.
A86. Good luck, man. You got this.
I guess if I had known that in this game, differently from the first Shift game, you could customize your stuff so much, I would have done that. I don't know if the Renault Megane can also be like that, but I'm assuming you can, considering that the Megane essentially has, I think, a very similar performance to this one on the vanilla version, I mean. So I used the nitro there. See, I remember that I mapped the nitro to one of my buttons. That also makes me wonder, like, the game probably expected you to use a car as fast as this one in the previous retro events, which is the reason why a lot of the events have like very like a high amount of races. This should be enough to beat him. I wonder if that thing that he's using is like in its Works version or not. Probably not. Since Works is not meant to be a thing right now. No matter what, I should be able to... Well, that's the issue. I should be able to overtake, but overtaking in itself will be hard. If it's already hard with opponents that are clearly slower than me, it's probably gonna be even harder with someone that is clearly faster than me. And he is certainly not slowing down at all. I didn't touch you, you know? Like, you got scared, and understandably so, because that would have collided you, but you are the one that moved there. So yeah. Wouldn't want to say your fault, but yeah, your fault, I guess. It kinda was. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, if I would have gone straight to the GT1 turn, I would have ended playing there, I would have missed this. And it seems like an interesting challenge because you're actually driving against someone that has a very specific car, and you also need a very specific car as well, because here I cannot just grab my GT3 or whatever. Like, it has to be a very specific retro road car, you know? You know, I fear a little bit for the other races, because this one, yeah, I mean, as long as I don't make a mistake, it's pretty much won. But what about the other ones? Are they gonna be won? I don't know. But as we already seen, you can get out of a series and go back even with a different car, and the game allows you to do so. So, worst case scenario, we are not really doomed at all. In that regard, the game is super permissive with what you're allowed to do. And also very nice that every event like automatically filters anything that is required to participate in the event, you know. So I gotta say that now I'm very curious to make this car here participate in the Works competition by turning it into Works. Probably still gonna use the Radical, but it will be a nice change of pace, simply to see, you know. It will be a nice thing to see. Alright, so I win this one, but you can tell that this guy was still pretty close, you know. Nice.
Absolutely epic drive, man. That's how you get the job done.
In fact, that camera work there made it look very nice, how he is going super fast. Ooh, but this is an issue. This is a track with a shit ton of straights, at least I start in first place, but I don't know if I can keep him behind that long. And I think he has a better acceleration than I do.
That's the green. Come on, nail this one.
Yeah, he does. He certainly does. The issues that this track is mostly straights. Like the corners are pretty much chicanes, but in between those chicanes it's a straight after straight, so that's not particularly pretty nice, but it's fine. But here in something like this he will overtake. I mean, I can block him of course, but at the same time, I haven't really seen the AI even attempt an overtaking a straight. It's like that idea doesn't really cross their mind. They usually overtake in corners, but... Well, it's just that so far, I haven't really used a car that is slower than the fastest of the opponent's cars. So because of that, I wouldn't really know how the AI behave when it is actually faster. We will see. So far it seems that we're doing well. He's very clearly behind. And also I'm glad that I'm using one of my favorite cars, the R32. It's not quite the R34, but the R32 is basically its precursor. And it looks very sweet. I like him. It's a nice car. And I think that it should be fine. He's gonna be back there constantly threatening, but I don't think I really should worry. It seems that all the time that I will lose on the straights, I end up earning it back on the chicanes, where it seems that this guy does not do them fast at all. Ah, fuck. I had to say that. Okay, now that's fine, that's fine. And he's still pretty far back right now. Now, another thing I could pay attention here is to get the best line bonus. It could be. So I have no idea how much money... Ah, fuck me. How much money is gonna take me to repair that? Nah, it's fine. No, how much money it took me to get this car on these conditions. Also, the front cover shoes... Oh shit. Well, honestly, that looks nicer that way, doesn't it? Looks more metal. Yeah, that wasn't very good. And that's not asphalt. Fuck. Okay, I still have nitro and I will have to use it here, guys. Yeah. It was a little bit of a problem. And it's possible that my performance might have gotten affected too. Not in terms of the direction, but it seems like... I don't know. I feel like the car is slightly less responsive. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. Sometimes it's hard to really measure how well the performance is going. I'm glad that those tires were just tires. Well, by that I mean that it's just decoration, because technically the other ones are also tires, but the game counts them as a super heavy obstacle. Yeah, that's not good. Here is where I lost control. Makes sense, that chicane is super fast. And I also took it very fast. But it's cool because basically, fuck me. And I lost my tire, so that means that I need to retry. I hate when that happens, when right at the end I'm forced to
Get ready
restart.
for the green. Keep focused and fight hard.
Because it's like you wasted the whole attempt on nothing. But I mean, it was my mistake for not braking in time, but like, it's okay, don't worry about it. It's not worth thinking about it. I'm not letting you overtake, dude. Unbelievable. And it's not the first time that it happens in this track, which makes it even sadder, though it wasn't in that same place where I crashed before, I guess, but... Yes. Try to brake a little bit more on that one. At least it's pretty possible here. I'm not sure, but I could get the best line bonus, so maybe restarting wasn't that bad after all. Though will I? No, I won't. That's fantastic. Pretty nice. Very cool. I mean, there is a reason why I haven't gotten it so far, despite the fact that I did this so many times already. Like this track, I did it so many times. At least it doesn't seem like he will overtake me whatsoever. So that's nice. Like my initial fear is not gonna happen. I really wonder how I brake too late here. Like, how did it happen? Seems like such an uncharacteristic mistake, you know? I don't really know why it happened. But it did happen, so, you know. Gotta own the mistake. I don't think I can even blame the car like being damaged because of what happened last time. No, I think my brain is the one that is damaged. be sure that you're not gonna crash here. No, I cannot be sure, but at least that crash was so small that it didn't do anything to my tire or to my car in general. But that's, I don't understand, like, how is it so simple for me to, or rather, how is it so hard for me to brake in time? I don't get it. Oh well. Wait, what? Oh yeah, this one was the other Belgium circuit.
Great win last time. Come on, let's push for 2 in a row.
But when is Monza gonna appear then? Like, the fact that I still haven't seen the full version of Monza is very awkward.
Green light, good luck and be careful out there, man.
You would think that they will use it more, but no. At least not yet, you know? Oh, that was a very bad corner, yeah. Even the guy behind agrees. Oh yeah, I just remember what track this one is. I mean, yeah, the Belgium one, but I mean layout-wise, it's the one with 3 chicanes that get harder as it goes on. Pretty nice. That's what I call a clean overtake. I don't think the game agrees though. Oh yeah, and this fucking corner that keeps throwing me off because of the shadow. The shadow there. Oh. Oh, he spin, I think. Yeah, he spin out. Well, it's what you get for trying to overtake. Alright, well, that should make winning this even easier. It's pretty nice. At least that one didn't count as cutting the corner. Well, so far I only got disqualified once for cutting 3 corners in a single race. Okay, it might happen a second time if I keep doing this. Come on. Stop being a moron. Shouldn't be that hard. This corner is extremely deadly. It is the hardest corner in the track without a doubt. So it's easy to also underestimate the chicanes, I guess. Yeah, we don't know where the Hachiroku went, but pretty clearly not anywhere near me, so it serves you right. Let's try not to get another cut so we get disqualified. We'll prefer not getting disqualified. Okay, so it doesn't count as a cut if you... it's just I don't know how the algorithm is, but in modern simulators it's usually that if you lose time by going off track, it doesn't count as a cut. So that's what I did there, but I mean, I'm not sure if this game is that advanced to figure that out, or if it has something else. Like maybe the speed at which you exit off track is the one that counts, I don't know. The point is that try not to exit off track fast and you probably should be fine. That's another victory, and there is still one more race remaining.
We won! Good job, man! Nice try!
Or is there? Is there? Or is this the last one? I don't remember. No, there is one more. It's, okay, the east version of, oh well, west of Suzuka. I mean, weird that you don't use the full one, especially since this opponent is quite advanced as it is, you know? I guess if you don't want to.
Go, go! Come on, that's the green light!
Oh, and it's nighttime as well. Can I recover the first place here though? Maybe I should have blocked him at the beginning and be done with it. Let's use the nitro a little bit. Well, not too much. Some of the corners in this track are very, very slow. I'm not sure if I can reach him like this. If I cannot, in one of these corners, I'm just gonna do a classic dive bomb. In fact, in the corner that comes after this fast one, which is a very slow one, I think I'm just gonna dive bomb. Oh, I didn't realize there that... I mean, I'm pretty sure that with the GT3, I think, was the car that I didn't need to brake. But yeah, for this one, you definitely need to, and he also needed to brake. You can also save a lot of time on that corner. Okay. Still not good enough. Can I dive on here? Yeah, I can. Okay. That works. So now as long as he doesn't overtake back, but at least it seems that it will be an exciting race. It certainly will. Just that we don't know who is the one that's gonna win, but it will be exciting. And there are still 2 more laps, so quite a lot of tension remaining. No, fucking... Well, to be fair, it's my fault that I left him the inner side instead of the... Ah, that sucks. Fuck me. And that wasn't a cut. They really allow you to get away with so much shit when it comes to cutting corners. Pretty crazy. I mean, I prefer it that way, obviously. But it's still funny that the system to detect cuts is there, and sometimes you're allowed to do stuff like that. It's like the sheriffs were asleep. Oh, this is gonna be the final lap. I guess I should do... Well, the issue is that I don't take the inner side here, because trying to take this corner from the inner side is extremely slow. Obviously, if you don't want to be overtaken, you have to cover the inner side. Wait, oh, never mind. Okay, stop paying attention to the radar. I thought that he had an accident, but he didn't. Yeah, stop paying attention. Pay attention to what's ahead of you, you moron. You're gonna end up throwing the race away like an idiot because of it. Almost lost control there. So I apparently mastered a corner that wasn't mastered before. Or maybe it was mastered before, I don't know. Don't worry about that. Worry about this final corner. How about that? No, I'm not gonna leave you the inside. I won't. Oof. Alright, full nitro until the end. Use whatever is left of nitro. There we go. Nice.
We won! Good job, man.
That was a cool race, actually. Like, that was pretty cool. I mean, it's one of the only races that went until the end. Like, it could have been anyone's race. Nice, that was pretty enjoyable. Honestly, good shit. Also, how is it going, Thiago Cesar? So that's it for Retro. In fact, that's it for the entirety of this poster. So, nice. I could do the muscle hot laps, I guess. Could be a nice thing to try. There's also the classic muscle gauntlet. What is this? There are two separate races, and I could use the string race, so I might as well. Yeah, I could do this instead. You love this game?
Along to the green light. Get ready. Come on, come
It's a
on.
pretty good one, yeah. Does a lot of things well. Well, in fact, it's the reason why I'm trying to win every event. Normally, I would have just gotten to the final championship and that's it. But since I like the game so much, I'm actually willing to go until the... Well, when I say the very end, I mean getting all the events. We will see though, because I don't know still which ones will be too much to handle. But for now it seems that I can handle it just fine. Hopefully it stays that way. But who knows? Okay, remember, yes, these muscle cars have very bad steering. Remember that. You cannot take the corners like that.
That was an awesome win last time, man. Let's try to make this 2 in a row.
Okay. Well, the thing is...
Green light, good luck and be careful out there, man.
No, it should be fine. I was thinking that... I mean, my opponents are also muscle cars, so it's not like they will be able to take the corners better. You just need to You just need to brake earlier. That's the thing with these cars. You cannot trust them to do the corners like a modern car. So whenever a slow corner is coming, just brake very early. Like here, start braking here, no problem. Just start braking early on. No reason to do anything stupid. Just do that. Though that's the only corner in the track that is slow. Well, I mean, technically this corner here is also relatively slow. I mean, yeah, okay, it is slow, yes. Just that not as slow, but yeah, still slow. The rest is very fast corners. I guess that's why it took me by surprise. A lot of fast corners and then suddenly boom. Get hit by a very slow ass corner. Yeah, that's fine. Well, and also one thing that we shouldn't really worry about here is the fact that winning will happen. Like, these guys are not very fast opponents, though that applies to anything that has, well, to the majority of the game essentially. The only time where it doesn't happen is where you're allowed to pick from a very big variety of cars. Aside from that, should be fine. Now that I see these classic cars, one thing that seems that it will be a pain in the ass to do is the legend events that are remaining, because they seem to be very long championships and multiple of them, and with slow cars. Well, slow cars and cars that don't handle very nicely at all, basically like this one, though even worse than this one. They are slower cars. Very messed up. It's fine, don't worry about it. Seems like getting the best line here is not gonna happen. Seems to be a very peculiar track. Doesn't seem very predictable where the best line is. Alright. Well, it went well. In fact, with 11 seconds of advantage, so yeah, clearly went pretty well. It's pretty crazy how the difficulty of this game can completely change. Wait, this is a full series. Damn, they really like...
Get ready for the green. Keep focused and fight hard.
They really like doing that bamboozle, where the first one is a single race and the second one is a series, out of nowhere. Well, in that case, I'll make this one the last event for today. Well, the whole series, right? The 3 races in the series. Yeah, I don't know why they like that bamboozle so much, but they really love it. Without a doubt. I wish there were more races where the one opponent is someone that constantly goes against you, like it happened with that Hachiroku on the retro group of events, because that's ideal. That's absolutely ideal. Ah, fuck, the corkscrew is gonna screw me. Yeah, it did screw me. Can you stop doing donuts, bro, please? Well, I could still recover, probably, hopefully. Okay, now I don't. Team, okay, no. I don't feel like doing this one now. I don't feel like it because, yeah, I just don't feel like it. I could try, however, doing the time attack that I kept struggling with. Though not with the Corvette. I wanted to try it with the BMW, actually. Since it seems that in this one, most of the opponents tend to be the same. Let's see how it works. Yeah, I will assume that most of my opponents here are gonna be either the Mercedes or the BMW.
Green, green, green!
This is another pending debt. But some of them are not. But can I be fast enough at least to beat the time attack? But I could also bring the R32 here, see how he handles the situation. I'm not sure what opponents you could get at that point, since that's such a highly customized car. But my opponents are either gonna be other highly customized cars or I don't know what else. Okay, don't drift on the piano, please. So this seems like it's gonna be a close time to whoever does the top one, right? Well, it actually was the best time, yeah. Damn, it's insane how useful the BMW is for almost everything. Was useful for most of retro, the only exception pretty much being the very final one, because I needed to pick something that was on a completely different category. And then it's also useful on drift, and also this guy absolutely cucked me by doing that. Really making me want to take you down, and you deserve it. You will fully deserve it. I'm most likely gonna get my time beaten now. Yeah, indeed, though not by much, so I mean, I should be able. Oh, someone else beat it, but yeah, also not by much. I should be able to set a faster lap. As long as none of these assholes get in my way. Not sure if this lap is being faster. Well, we're about to find out here. It is. And not only it's faster, but it should be faster than the current fastest lap. But they could also beat it again. Will they though? Yeah, someone did, but I also set a faster lap. Okay. Oh, someone... No, never mind. Okay, I'm still the fastest one. Good. It's just that when those messages appear, sometimes they just tell you that you beat a new sector and you think that someone else beat the fastest time. But no, it's just letting you know that you did fast. Wow. Actually doing everything pretty fast here. The BMW really has to be one of my most useful cars, without a doubt. But I don't think anyone is beating that time. I mean, honestly, I should have just used the brakes before the finish line and wait the timer to go out, but yeah, I guess I did not. But considering that I had a faster lap, I just wanted to make sure no one had a faster lap. But yeah, that's enough.
We won, yeah!
Yeah, that's the first time at TAG I win aside from the first 3 exhibitions. It seems that the BMW might be the best one. That's nice, at least. Well, in fact, I could do another one, but no, that will take long. If I do another event for today, it will have to be a single event. But is there even a single event remaining? Not sure. I think that all of them are compound events, so... I mean, well, I could do drift, but these are also compound events, aren't they? Well, no, they are individual ones. Problem is that they are 4. But I'll do it. I don't care. Should be fine. And with this, I'm done for the day, without a doubt. I already did quite a bit. So yeah. Let me be done for the day after this. After this, these 4 drift events. Hopefully none of them is especially hard. That will be a problem. At least the BMW here. Really, really good acquisition. I would say definitely the best one. The one that gave me the most victories across completely unrelated events. Not to mention it's also such a beautiful car. And I feel like I've seen this, like this same car with this livery somewhere else. Most likely because it's probably a real life livery. Well, except for the part that says Need for Speed. That one most likely is not like that in real life. It's fine. Also, that was pretty fast. Well, I mean, it's a short oval, so it makes sense, but... this one again, how many times are you gonna make me do this race? At least it's only 2 laps, and by race I mean track. You get the point. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that's fine. We'll have gone against the wall. I fucked that up so badly. I could have gotten so many points out of that. It's fine. There are still more corners to make use of though. So yeah, okay, I just realized this is not the same track that I played on the previous drift events. I mean, it's the same place, but it's a completely different variant. Very different variant, in fact. Ooh, that was such a sweet drift. There you go. With the additional score and everything. Alright. Yeah, there's only 2 more remaining, and thankfully these are relatively short ones. I would topo this. Which one is this? Did I play this one before? This one doesn't look like I played it before. I have a feeling I didn't. Well, I don't know. Very good. That was even worse. But you know, I actually do remember this track. I think I remember not liking it too much, but it's fine. This is very bad score so far, and there are only 2 laps, so you gotta get the score somehow. Wait, there's also something I should realize. These drift events are the only ones with music, because regular races don't have music. Now that's quite a realization. Not sure why it took me too long to figure that out. But yeah, like these things. Okay. That wasn't a bad corner, but I need a way better lap than the first one if my idea is winning here. And judging by how this is going, I will say that it won't happen. Damn it, dude. So annoying. These corners are annoying no matter what. In a regular race they will be annoying too. You only have 2 or, well, 3 depending on how you count them, corners remaining. I don't think I'm actually getting it. It's very annoying as I really didn't feel like retrying this one, but it seems that I will need to if my idea is winning. What a cancerous track, dude. Extremely cancerous track. Actual piece of shit track. Alright, that's fine. Though I'm not sure how to do this better. Like, this is really a track that gives no shit, so I don't think I can do much about it. Isn't this very, like, slow, well, slow no, in that fast corner you're supposed to get most of the points, but everything is so narrow as well. It's really like, it's a track that is particularly made to be as annoying as possible. Hold up, you're gonna end up destroying your tires. that's not how you take that, dude. Oh, fuck. I really don't know how to do this. This track really is extremely cancerous. So hard also to calculate where to start the drift sometimes. Well, I did get the top 3 earlier than before, but I don't think that makes a difference. I don't think it will make a difference, unfortunately. Fortunately very close, but not enough. Cannot even turn around. Ah, that was almost there. By 1 point I didn't get the first place. Ah, what a shitty ass track. Holy fuck, dude. Holy mother of cancer. It's fine. It's alright. And by 1 point. I wonder what happens if you equal the points. Is it enough? Probably not. Okay, that start is not acceptable. Like, if you're not gonna get a good drift at the beginning, it's the same as losing. Like, it's a worthless attempt. Absolutely worthless. Then I wasn't expecting that I would struggle in one of these for so long. God damn it. Stupid ass truck. That's probably the corner you get the most points out of. I don't think any other one gets as many points as that. Yeah, I guess in these slow corners your best bet is using the handbrake, and that's it. Like, without the handbrake you're not getting much out of it. At least this attempt is looking better now, but the thing that pisses me off the most is these 2 last corners, or this last corner if you want to count it as one. I cannot get any points even though you are supposed to get a lot of points from there, but I can't. Let me fuck that up. Right, that could have been worse, could have also been better, but it's fine. Damn it, dude. There were so many times there where you did not count any score for drifting for some weird reason. This is actually looking very similar to the previous attempt right now. As much as I would like for that to not be the case, it seems like it will be the case. We can all have nice things on this track. Alright, we actually got it, nice. Man, this was so annoying, really was. I guess we can forget about the additional objective, most likely. I think it was 400 or something. But yeah, it ain't happening. It actually was 390. Alright, final one for today. No matter what, it's the last one. And hopefully I'm able to beat it. Hopefully. We will see though. And Roy Chung is back. Why cannot music play in every race? Doesn't seem like it's something that you can configure from the option menu either, so I'm not sure if you can do anything about it. This is what I would love for it to be in every single race. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is no option for that. I mean, you can regulate the sound, but you cannot make music play on a race louder than everything else. Because here, like, the reason why you can hear it so much is that the engine sound is pretty much, I wouldn't say muted because it's still there, but it's so quiet that it lets the music play with no issues. So I really don't know why it cannot be like that in a normal event. Or if it can be, how? Also, that's quite a big difference from the previous track. Look at this. Look at how easily I can not only get the... Yeah, not only get the first place, but also the additional score as well. Yeah, it's basically a track issue. I hope that that other track doesn't get used later, but it probably will. Especially because the overlay makes it look like it's a track that is mostly made for drifting. I really hope it doesn't get used ever again. Alright, so we got that. So that means that, yeah, Smoke and Tour is done. And the... Okay, 63%, well then again the percentage, as I say before, it's kinda bullshit anyways, but I guess we're very slowly but surely advancing. Could be worse, I guess, but yeah. Let's leave this here for today and I'll continue. Not sure how much more it will take me to complete everything, but yeah, it seems that it won't be anytime soon. But in any case, thanks everyone a lot for watching and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.